2020-2021 Ad5 nCoV. Trade named Convidicea, is a single-dose viral vector COVID-19 vaccine developed by CanSino Biologics. Since late 2020, it has been in phase 3 trials in Argentina, Chile, Mexico, Pakistan, Russia, and Saudi Arabia with 40,000 participants. In February 2021, global data from phase 3 trials and 101 COVID cases showed that the vaccine had a 65.7% efficacy in preventing moderate symptoms of COVID-19 and 91% efficacy in preventing severe disease. It has similar efficacy to Johnson & Johnson's Ad5, CoV2s, another one-shot adenovirus vector vaccine with 66% efficacy in a global trial. Convidicea is similar to other viral vector vaccines like AZD1222, nCoV and Ad5, CoV2s. Its single-dose regimen and normal refrigerator storage requirement could make it a favorable vaccine option for many countries. Convidicea is authorized for use in China, Mexico, Pakistan, and Hungary. Production capacity for Ad5 nCoV should reach 500 million doses in 2021. Convidicea is a viral vector vaccine similar to AstraZeneca's AZD1222 and Gamaleya's nCoV, which are also in phase 3 clinical trials for COVID-19. Ad5 nCoV can be stored in less extreme cold conditions compared to mRNA vaccines. In February 2021, data released from an interim analysis of phase 3 trials with 30,000 participants and 101 COVID cases showed that globally, the vaccine had an efficacy of 65.7% at preventing moderate cases of COVID-19 and 90.98% efficacy at preventing severe cases. In the Pakistan trial subset, the vaccine had an efficacy of 74.8% at preventing symptomatic cases, 100% for preventing severe disease, while the efficacy rates were lower than the Pfizer-BioNTech and Moderna vaccines. Its single-dose regimen and normal refrigerator storage requirement could make it a favorable option for many countries. It has similar efficacy to Johnson & Johnson's Ad5, CoV2s, another one-shot adenovirus vaccine, found to be 66% effective in a global trial. In early 2020, Chen Wei led a joint team of the Institute of Biotechnology, the Academy of Military Medical Sciences and CanSino Biologics to develop Ad5 nCoV. According to the Chinese state media, the team registered an experimental COVID-19 vaccine for phase 1 trial in China on the 17th of March 2022. Test its safety. The trial was conducted on 108 healthy adults aged 18 to 60 in 2 medical facilities in Wuhan, Hubei province. In April, Ad5 nCoV became the first COVID-19 vaccine candidate in the world to begin phase 2 trials. The phase 2 trial results were published in the peer-reviewed journal Lancet on the 20th of July 2020 and noted neutralizing antibody and T-cell responses based on statistical analyses of data involving 508 eligible participants. In September, Zheng Guang, chief scientist of the Chinese Center for Disease Control and Prevention, said the amount of COVID-19 antibodies in subjects from the phase 1 trials remained high 6 months after the first shot. Zheng said the high levels of antibodies suggested the shots may provide immunity for an extended period of time, although phase 3 results were still required. On September 24, CanSino began phase E trials on 481 participants to evaluate the safety and immunogenicity of Ad5 nCoV for children ages 6 to 17 and elderly individuals ages 56 and above. In August, China's National Intellectual Property Administration issued the country's first COVID-19 vaccine patent to CanSino. On the 16th of May 2020, Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau announced Health Canada had approved phase 2 trials to be conducted by the Canadian Centre for Vaccinology on the COVID-19 vaccine produced by CanSino. Scott Halperin, director of the CCFV, said the vaccine would not be the only one going into clinical trials in Canada, and any potential vaccine would not be publicly available until after phase 3 is complete. If the vaccine trials were successful, then the National Research Council would work with CanSino to produce and distribute the vaccine in Canada. In August 2020, the National Research Council disclosed the vaccine had not been approved by Chinese customs to ship to Canada, after which the collaboration between CanSino and the Canadian Centre for Vaccinology was abandoned. In September, CanSino began a Phase 1 trial in China with 144 adults to determine the safety and immunogenicity of the vaccine to be administered as a nasal spray, in contrast with most COVID-19 vaccine candidates which require intramuscular injection. In August, Saudi Arabia confirmed it would begin Phase 3 trials on 5,000 people for Ad5 nCoV in the cities of Riyadh, Dammam, and Makkah. In October, Mexico received the first batch of the vaccine for Phase 3 trials on 10,000 to 15,000 volunteers. Phase 3 trials were to be performed in Chihuahua, Durango, Nuevo León, Jalisco, Aguascalientes, Michoacán, Guerrero, Oaxaca, Morelos, Quintana Roo, Veracruz, Puebla, Hidalgo and Mexico City, and began during the first week of November. In September, Russia's NPO Petrovac began